The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer.
Fuck that guy.
And DJ Jerkman.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh man, hold on, wait a minute. This is some bullshit.
They're canceling the fucking show?
Yeah, they're planning on dropping us after 7 years.
That's bullshit. You still got people that listen and like the show.
Look, guys, you had a good 7-year run. What more do you want from us?
You're like a goddamn Oreo cookie. You taste like shit but swathed in the center.
Okay, goddamn it. Our hands are tied, okay? Yeah, you're goddamn right, your hands are tied. Jerk, pass me the duct tape, motherfucker. Wait a minute. What are you doing? Tape them together. Yeah, motherfucker.
You know what? I think I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Tie it a little tighter. Tighter.
Yeah.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motors.
I think somebody lit a cigarette. No, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9. STIM radio fan, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call a real show. They tough as hell with a hard edge like a steel toe. They campaign like a bass singer. So if you mad at them, call in, fuck some hate mail. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that hurts me, hurts me, hurts me, hurts me.
Alright, you sons of fucking bitches. Welcome to the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm G.J. Jerkman.
Yes. And on the phone from Chi-Town, we got Papa Doc, Doc Maninoff. What's going on, man?
Yes, sir. What's good, man? How you doing?
Good, good. So, all right, man, explain the name Doc Maninoff. What does that mean?
Maninoff, it's from the composer Rachmaninoff.
Oh.
Basically, yeah, it sounds kind of ill. Plus, like this, like an old school cartoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a little gangster and his name was Rocky Maninoff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like that's where I first got exposed to it, like Rocky Maninoff. Like, oh, the name sounds cool. He was a little gangster dude. He would have walk around with a Tommy gun and a violin case. And he scaring the people in the cartoon. So it's like, the name sounds cool. Then I found out about Rachmaninoff. On the class, and it's like, oh, okay, that sounds kind of cool. Okay, well, fuck it, Doc Maninoff.
Well, it's funny.
Me, you know what I'm saying?
Because I'm really not a big classical music fan, but I know my dad likes classical music, and I do remember years ago him playing Rachmaninoff. And as a matter of fact, there was at one point where I think I was a kid, and I said, okay, Dad, you want to turn Rachmaninoff? So that's kind of funny.
I mean, he had some pretty nice little joints, though. Like, I might even sample some later.
Yeah, you probably could. Pay a little Amish, right?
Like, hey, why not?
Yeah, we got a nice. So let me ask you, man, with the you used to be with that group. Give us a little resume, obviously, for those who aren't familiar with your work and whatnot.
All right, man. I've been on the scene for like a minute. Really busted out like in the '90s with a group called T.S.P. That was Three Strike Posse, and we released like a compilation album back in like '96. And everybody had like a nice little we had a couple posse cuts. Everybody got a nice little shine on it. And other than that, like the group kind of split up, like creative differences or whatever. But then I was like solo since then, and just been doing my thing really ever since then. Like ran into like George Clinton and kind of hooked up with him. We are supposed to eventually record something, but it hasn't happened yet.
Oh, wow.
But, George digs my style, so, it's going to happen sooner or later.
Man, how'd you link up with George?
Man, just really, like he came here for a concert, and I ran into him. Like, it was a bunch of people walking up to him, like, "Hey, George, you know, trying to get autographs." So I walked up to him. It's like I was the only difference. Dude, I'm like, "Hey, man, dude, like, I grew up with your shit, man. Like, I don't even want no fucking autograph. Just let me shake your hand." And he looked at me all. He looked at me kind of bugged out, and like, from that, you know, like, he just kind of took to me then. Like, you know, like we built up a little conversation, and he's throwing rhymes at me. I'm throwing rhymes back at him.
Oh, wow.
And he's digging what I was saying. So he's like, man, we got cool that way.
Huh. Man, that's kind of a cool story. So obviously you stood out above the other, you know, jockers and groupies and shit. You know, obviously.
Right. Because I've never been like I'm like a, you know, I'm like a bugged out dude, man. I don't really like the starstruck thing. Like, I mean, I when I talked to him, of course, like, I knew who this was I was talking to. This is the legendary, you know, George Clinton, the guy I, you know, grew up, you know, looking at his album covers and listening to the music.
Oh, Jesus!
But
yes.
I still like talk to him like you know, saying he was one of my homies.
Wow.
And he respected that, you know.
Right. Instead of putting him on a pedestal and sucking his dick like most people would do.
Right. Right. I've never been that type of dude.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Well, actually, man, I saw that T.S.P. is still, looks like they're still active, but they've changed their name a bunch of times. Taking shit personally, taking suckers' pay, or whatever it was.
Yeah, taking suckers' profits. And I mean, it's like, you know, well, the few, like, the crew is still, you know, I'm still cool with everybody, but it's a couple cats in the, you know, in the mix that, you know, don't really see eye to eye with. So I prefer to just kind of stay my distance on a certain level. But, you know, I mean, I still got love for everybody.
Right.
But I'm not a part of the clique anymore. But, you know, they kind of all went solo as well. So, you know, everybody's kind of doing their own little thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, because I went to their Reverb Nation page thinking, like, oh, man, you know, get to hear some more Doc tracks. And there was a bunch. I think there was only one you were on.
Yeah, it might have been the one. It might have been the one song that we, one of the main songs we put out on the album. Verbal Combat.
Actually, no. The one I heard was called Flowin' or Flow something.
Oh, wow. That's kind of new one. That's kind of new one on me, man. I gotta go. You know, I haven't. You know what? See, you up on? I haven't even been on the page to listen.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, we recorded like so much shit that, you know, I'm probably on a few other things, but, you know, it's just that album, the compilation album we put out. That's the, you know, I know for certain of what I'm on there.
Right.
And even the concept of the album was mine. So we decided to like go with the whole, like, the radio station skit, WTSP 103.3 FM. You know, it's like we had the DJ. You know, as if it was like a radio station. You call in and, you know, request a song or whatever. That was my concept, because I did a song where I did that in the song, and, you know, I brought the song around the dudes and, like, let them hear. So, yeah, let's do it.
So that's, yeah, you know what then, man? I don't think any of those songs that are on their on the Reverb Nation page you're on at all.
Oh, wow.
So I would like to actually hear some, if you've got some old shit, man, I'd love for you to send it to me at some point, you know.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
So.
Okay, I got a couple, like, you know, I got some stuff on CDs and maybe on, like, external hard drives, something I can send you.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love it, man. Just, you know, Dropbox it to me or whatever, and, you know, that way I get the full Doc catalog, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, you know, otherwise I've been just like doing stuff with like other people, like, you know, my boy Lomaya with 21st Century Hip Hop and, you know, different shit like that. You know, I've been collaborating with different people as well as my solo stuff.
Actually, it's funny you bring him up, man, because the first song we're going to be playing here in a little bit is Kryptonite's Revenge. We got to play. Dude, that's my shit.
Thanks, man.
We got to play that one. That's going to be, we'll get into that in a little bit.
Yeah, that's the joint. I love that song.
Oh, yeah. So we got that, and then there's a new guy you're doing, which we're going to play a track later. what's his name? Something Major League, I think.
Oh no, Major League is that's the group. That's a new like a project that I'm doing with my homie TMC.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, we grew up in the same neighborhood. It's like, we like sort of like the Queensbridge of Chicago, because it's like so many different MCs that come from our area.
Right.
In the housing project I grew up in, so it's like, we sort of like the Queensbridge version of Chicago.
Oh.
But like, yeah, and me and TMC is like, we're getting together. It's we calling the group Major League, and it's kind of like on a Mob Deep type thing.
Yeah.
Like just straight street, street hardcore, street wise, saying lyrics and hard beat.
Not so many battle rhymes,
yeah.
Right?
Huh?
Not as many battle rhymes this time, huh?
I mean, there's a lot of shit talking, a lot of braggadocio, and shit talking. But you say battle rhymes. Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm a bad motherfucker, and
Right.
that type of shit. Yeah.
Right. Well, because I know, there's a few other tracks that you've got that are more, battle oriented, as opposed to the track that you did with TMC. Obviously, is more of a street track. More talking about how things are. You miss your dead homies. Shit like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, we have both. Like the new stuff we're working on now, it covers both of that. It's a lot of street shit, but then there's a lot of battle. I'm bad shit too.
Right.
But
right.
yeah, I mean, the battle shit, that's where we come from. So, of course, that's always got to be there.
Right.
And the sex rap, hey, we love talking about pussy.
Oh, dude, we're gonna get there too, man. I got 2 sex joints we'll be playing tonight from you, man. We got Kryptonite's Revenge and Beggin', which we'll get into later. So.
Oh, Beggin', that's my joint, man. Hey, man, they love that in Denmark, man. It's crazy.
Oh, dude, that's matter of fact, you even make reference to sucking toes in there, which I love. So,
hey, I do toes if they're pretty as on,
Oh, yep. Actually, you know what, man? Even if they're not pretty, I'll suck them. I'm not choosy.
Oh shit! See that? Hey, I'm shallow Hal, man. I gotta admit that.
Hey, you know what, man?
I'm shallow Hal, dude.
Everybody's got a preference, though. There's nothing wrong with having a preference,
Oh, no doubt.
Some of the shit that you might think, like there's some things I think about chicks sometimes, or I'm like, where you might go, "Fuck, really? That's a deal breaker for you?" Like my thing is, I don't like chicks that still live with their parents at my age. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I can feel that.
So
I mean, but then again, depending on what she looks like.
See.
Hey, if she's hot enough, then hey, we can do it in the parents' crib.
So you,
I'm grimy like that. Like, hey, that's how we get down.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. Like I said, we all got our own preferences. So what do you at this point, man? I guess you're just kind of doing this for the love, man. You're not looking for record deals or any weird shit like that, right? Although you're cutting out. What'd you say?
I'm like, fuck a record deal. I don't care about that stuff, man. I don't like the industry. I don't like what this stuff is. I don't like what it's become. But I love hip hop. I love music. I love music in general. So I'm gonna do it as long as my vocal cords work.
So you just enjoy it. So it's like you like putting out music. You're not even trying to like sell music, sell tapes, or any of that kind of shit, huh?
No, I mean I got I do the iTunes. I got. Song Say It Again is on iTunes right now.
Yep.
And yeah, we about to get the rest of the stuff on iTunes. But I mean, other than that, yeah, we've been selling CDs, and that way I'd rather do it out of the trunk way as opposed to a label. Like why should I let a label take money that they don't deserve that I can make on my own.
What's funny is I'll have a lot of kids on the show, and I'll ask them why they're rapping. And they'll say shit like, well, I just hope I can pay my bills doing this one day or something. And you're just like, oh, boy, you're in for a rough ride.
Yeah. I would still love to do that, too. Like, I pay a few bills off rap.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know, but it's not all the bills I want to pay.
Right,
You
right.
know, just keeping it honest. But like, yeah, it's like, but you know, but at the same time, it's like if I put shit out there a little more, it'll grow even more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just kind of stingy with my music.
Right.
You know, like I don't want everybody. I don't want like the MTV TRL audience. Like, I really don't want that. You know, I like a core audience that love real hip hop and love what I do, to appreciate my shit, as opposed to somebody who might like one song and then like, you know, oh, fuck that dude, like the next song.
Yeah, that's kind of a bitch. You know, when you get people that, you're right, they don't really appreciate your music. You know, it just has a cool party sound to it, so they like it, you know?
Yeah, I don't like that flavor of the month stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm cool now, but as soon as the next person comes out that they like, then like they just forget all about you.
Right, right. Yeah, that's corny, man. But it's cool, man, that you guys, you just kind of do this because you enjoy it. Because, you know, I will point out that you are an OG, man. You just had a birthday.
Yeah.
At 46,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I always say it's me, LL, Jay-Z, you know, Will Smith. Like I'm in that bracket.
Ice-T, I believe. I think Ice-T's older than you. He's
no, Ice is like 50 already.
I think, yeah, he's 50.
Yeah, Ice like 50. You know, like Ice might be about 51.
Wow.
Hey,
yeah. Well, you know,
Ice is up there with Curtis Blow.
Wow. Well, man, you know, the genre is growing. Is what happens. You know, it's kind of funny. You know, it's the same with rock. You know, you got the Aerosmith. They're like in their 60s now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and it's like, you know, I don't even – it's crazy because, like, you know, there's a few people out here that look at the whole, you know, like the age thing of, you know, it's a few people in Chicago. Actually, it's more than a few people in Chicago that have the attitude that if you over 30, you shouldn't be, you know, really dealing with rap.
Wow.
Probably not even listening to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, this is, you know, hey, this is like, I could understand if this was like in the late 80s or early 90s, but like we all grew up with hip hop, so you know, that's kind of like telling Earth, Wind, and Fire that they can't sing no more.
Right. Right.
Yeah, like, hey man, that's their thing, and this is our thing, and I'm going to do my thing as long as I can.
Yeah.
Because it's going to always be people out here that like hip hop, and you know, yeah, I'm not 18 and I'm not 21, so I don't rap like I'm 18 or 21. I rap like I'm the age that I am, because it's still enough people out here that's my age,
right,
that can relate to what I'm saying. That
enjoys. Well, it's definitely a breath of fresh air, man, because you're like, you know, as opposed to hearing the same thing all the time, you know, that the kids love so much, which I don't know why.
We go to the club. I got high. You know, like, okay, man, tell me something different now.
Right. Actually, it's weird, man. It seems like a lot of the newer stuff, they're kind of, I don't know, you think they're losing concepts or what?
Yeah, it's, you know, it's a thing. I say it's laziness. That's what I really think is laziness, and plus it's the fact that like the younger generation really, and honestly, it's kind of like what's that story, the Three Bears.
Oh yeah.
You know how the Three Bears, like they fixed this meal. They took, you know, the mother bear took all the time to fix this meal for her family, but it was too hot, so they went out for a little walk. But while they was out, Goldilocks comes in and sits down at a table and eats a meal that she had nothing to do with.
Right. One's too hot, one's too cold, and one's just right. You know.
Right. You know, Goldilocks come in and sit down at a table. She didn't contribute nothing to the meal, but she sits there and enjoy it. And that's what that is now. You know, like a lot of the cats now, they you know, they have no input. Like we had input, and like the culture and the art form, it was evolving in our day. So we had input into that, and like different ideas to put into. Like these dudes now, all it is to them is a paycheck, or they just want to get rich.
Right. So somebody kind of tells them what to say. Shit, half of them don't even really rhyme, man. They just kind of get up there and yell a bunch of shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I hate that too.
Yeah,
I love clever wordplay. I love the dope MCs, but a lot of, and I hate. I'm not gonna say it's new dudes out here now, like the Kendrick Lamars and a few of those cats that actually spit nice, nice bars and rhymes, but
right.
Like a lot of the new ones, it's like it's a whole different thing to them. It's like wordplay, clever wordplay is not important.
No. It's just it's the sound and the image and the presentation that they're into now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if you got that hot beat and this person made that beat and the repetitive chorus.
And what?
Like if the chorus is catchy, like they really don't care what you're saying in between the bar, in the bar.
Right. You can say anything. It's kind of like, well, I don't understand too the attraction to the mixtape. Is that just because people are too goddamn lazy to pay somebody to make beats for them, or what?
Yeah, I say that. And the thing is, see, it's like the gold rush. See, 50 Cent was really the one that really blew up off the mixtape scene. So since he did it, now everybody else feels they can do it.
Yeah, just to me, it's kind of lazy.
It's like a follow the leader type thing.
Well, remember where biting wasn't cool. You never bit beats, you never bit rhymes. Now it's like all they do.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. See, that's not even to them. That's not even important now.
No.
And it's funny, like the word hater.
Oh.
Like hater is the whack motherfucker's excuse.
Everybody's hating on me, dude.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Anybody criticizes anything you do, they become a hater. They're a hater.
Yeah, they're just hating me.
When you know what I'm saying? When you really are whack.
Right.
You're just like even back in the day, if everybody starts off at a whack stage.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's dope from day one. Everybody got to go through the whack stage, and the way you get better is by people telling you, hey, your shit ain't on point.
Right. Hit a wall a few times.
Right. Then you got to go back and improve. We've all done that, but now, this generation now, like you try to give them constructive criticism, you hate them.
Oh man, I know. They get pissed off at you.
Yeah, it's the same.
Or the other thing they love to do is slam shit down your throat. You know what I'm saying? Tagging you in all these fucking... I hate that shit, dude. Do you get that on Facebook where they tag you in all these goddamn posts that have nothing to do with you?
Oh, man. Yeah, most definitely, man.
Shit is...
It's crazy. Like, that's why I don't, people, all the people that know what I do are the people that, anybody else, I don't tag. I don't do that mass tagging thing. Like, I put my videos up on my page or on any other friend's page that I know I can do that.
Right.
But I'm not tagging everybody, and I'm not tagging everybody's name in my video or none of that shit. Because it's even back in the day, you can when you tell people that you an MC, back in the day it was an exciting thing too. Oh, you an MC. Now it's like, oh, okay, y'all, you too.
Yeah, you rap too, huh? Oh, great.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a dirty way, kind of a cheap and dirty way to promote your shit. It's like, dude, a lot of times people will tag me and shit. I don't listen to it just because of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you tagged me? Well, just for that, I'm not going to listen to it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, hey, tag it a bunch of times on your page, and if I come across it, on Facebook, it should pop up in the news feed.
Right.
And if I'm interested, I'll click on there and listen and look, and if it catches me then that's cool. But yeah, you trying to force it on me, it's not gonna work that way.
Exactly.
If anything, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking unfriending you.
That's musical rape, man.
Yeah.
You're raping my eardrums. So you know what, man? I actually want to get into Kryptonite's Revenge, man. So we're gonna jump into that. You hang on with us, and we'll come back and talk to you some more.
Okay, cool.
There we go, man.
Why is it that the kryptonite's so exquisite, delicious? Listen, the society has a nigga condition, vicious. Pavlovian response when she Czechoslovakian, Yugoslavian, Czech Republican awesomeness. Victim of your standard of beauty and cosmopolitan attitudes are fostered by media, but the charlatans, black women volatile, telling me what I ought to do. Say that I'm a traitor on Bossa Essence articles. I can't help it, color barrier melted. Systematic oppression makes me like it when she Celtic. My black snake moans when a Caucasoid groans. We can make love on a dead slave's bones. Snipe Ciora, Candyman and Helen. When we get together, we symbolize rebellion. Mandingo's only weakness is a gringo. White chicks are language and I'm fluent in the lingo. Black women, man, they see me with the kryptonite and they be screaming. Old Republicans, they see me with the kryptonite and they be screaming. Jealous niggas, man, they see me with the kryptonite and they be screaming. White women are the niggas like kryptonite's the Superman.
Oh my god, you know what? Fuck black guys. Yeah, you're just as lame as the white boys. Didn't your mama ever teach you how to treat a woman? I'm not your toy and I am not your plaything. You're gonna let the media brainwash you into thinking that a woman is just an object for sex? Stupid. I'm here as a voice for the ladies. We're sick of being objectified. All I gotta say is fuck you, boo, and fuck your dogs too.
Yeah, you must excuse if I come off as cynical, but white society portrays Negroes as criminals. And yeah, I know propaganda is subliminal, but the fact you bought into it shows your intellect is minimal. The crazy part is white women know, pretend they despise, but we peep curiosity in your eyes. On the street, it's like pulling their teeth to make them smile, but a drink or two they fucking, sucking girls going wild. See, it's a game by design. You've been coddled and lied to for ages, so you think you're divine. Overrated and blind. A puppet on strings, believing things like you do good for my kind. Yeah, my parents raised me to see people as equal. Your racist fuck parents taught you niggas are evil. It's to you xenophobes and I preach to top off my speech. Don't ever think your ass is out of my reach, chick.
Black women, man, they see me with the kryptonite and they be screaming. Old Republicans, they see me with the kryptonite and they be screaming. Jealous niggas, man, they see me with the kryptonite and they be screaming. White women are the niggas like kryptonite's the Superman.
Man, what's up with messing with all these white girls, dog? Man, I know. Come on, get you a system, man. Stop playing around, kid. This is for real out here. Man, you don't know what you're doing, man. Come back home, kid. Come back home. What I'm saying, kid. Damn. Hate seeing that. Fuck.
You paraded her in front of us, flaunted her, now we're wanting her. Saw that she was fucking a nigga, so now you're taunting her. How could she love us when you hate us? Didn't anticipate that your future generations would emulate us. Now I'm telling you straight up that your mouth, it needs to stay shut. Don't see color when they suck or when vaginas are face up. Made it about the black white, you not winning with that fight. Got her covered in semen, you won't even need a black light.
I got a cock to make her act right. I had a chick scheming to swallow semen like an addict with a crack pipe. Your dream is getting fucked, right? I say that cause with me you're so uneasy and uptight. You looking at me with dread just like I'm fiendish, when really your disorder is fear of a black penis. And I don't give a fuck about being crass, lacking in class. You're not a trophy, just a different shade of ass.
Black women, man, they see me with the kryptonite and they be screaming. Old Republicans, they see me with the kryptonite and they be screaming. Jealous niggas, man, they see me with the kryptonite and they be screaming. White women are the niggas like kryptonite's the Superman.
Man, listen here, Joe. I love me some white women. You dig me? I'm talking about they look good, they smell good. I like that ass shit. Man, I'm talking about long they can cook the biscuit. I'm cool with it. You understand me? I love them. Look at their eyes. They love a nigga and I love them. Cause I like be that motherfucker. You understand me?
You know how you know white women are freakier than black women? Because black women will tell you get a white woman if you try something too freaky with them.
You're lacking in class. You're not a trophy, just a different shade of ass. that's my line, dude.
And man, I had to do that, man. You know, it's like, I mean, because it's like we did that one version. The regular one was just like straight pornographic. So I was like, I didn't want to be like labeled like I didn't want to be a cliche.
Right.
So I was like, man, well, let's do another version, man, where it's a little more political.
That's
we on that level, but then we break it down a little more, and that's basically what my verse is really saying, like, because I mean I can be an arrogant jerk sometimes when it comes to chicks, and I really don't give a fuck, but You know, I tell these like chicks, like, hey, look, you just another piece of pussy.
Yeah.
I'm not putting you on the pedestal like that.
Well,
you know, you're not like a prize to me. Like, no matter who you are, what color you are, it's pussy.
Right. Well, you know, that's it. Some women got to be taken down a few pegs, man, because they really do act like their pussy's golden.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I'm usually the one to do it, you know. And hey, it works. It works. Hey, man, I've had some of the hottest.
Well,
you know.
Yeah, that's you never want to change it up, man. The problem is when you start getting way too into a chick, though, you start losing some of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know that happened to me too. You know, like hey, you live and you learn.
Yeah, you do. So, but
hey, man, I'm trying to be the next. Yeah, Hugh Hefner came from out of Chicago, man. I'm trying to be the next Hugh Hefner.
The Black Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, Doc Hef.
Wow.
Doc Hefner.
Man, Doc Maninoff. So yeah, man, you got the new project coming up with Dude with what's his name? CMT. Yeah, CMT. That's right. And so that's coming. That's gonna be dropping soon. When's that gonna be finished?
Oh man, we got like maybe 10 more songs to finish. Which won't take long. It'll take about, you know, I'm figuring about maybe another month and a half. Like we have everything done and mastered and ready to go, and a couple videos ready to, you know, to put out there.
Man, now do you guys record? Do you like pay for studio time, or do you guys record out of your house, or how's that work?
We got, you know, the producer that makes most of the tracks. Like we just, you know, like I mean, because he's part of the whole like thing too, so he's gonna benefit from everything. So we just go over there and lay what we gotta lay.
Wow, man, that's cool. So you pretty much go to his place.
Yeah.
Drop
I mean, because you know, I've been on the scene for a minute. I got a little name on the scene, and you know, TMC's also been on the scene for a while, and you know, he's got a pretty, you know, decent name on the scene too. So, you know, like everybody knows that we get together on something, you know, we both got a little following. So, you know, it's going to get, you know, it's going to gain some kind of attention.
Right. You know, I don't know if it was.
You know, hopefully it will, you know.
Yeah, man, that'd be nice, you know. But like you said, you want attention from your fans. You don't want, you know, these little Johnny-come-lately, you know, oh, I like hip-hop. You know, those kind of fuckheads popping out of the woodwork.
Yeah. I mean, you know, hey, if they want to follow the right path, you know, I mean, they're good too. We show them the way. You know, if they really want to know the way, you know, like I'm down with anybody that really, you know, appreciates like real shit.
Oh yeah, if they,
you know,
they feel
whether
your
if you're a beginner to it, if you're new to it or not, just long as if you hear it like, hey man, I really like it, you genuinely like this, and you're not doing it, you're not liking it because your friends like it, and or you know something like that. Like I'm down with the genuine people.
Right. Oh, if they're feeling your music, no doubt, man. It's just a question of, you know, who really is feeling what you're doing, you know?
Right.
So, you know,
right.
man.
I mean, I would prefer like hardcore hip hop fans, but hey, if the other, you know, if you know, I get other fans that you know, hey, maybe I can turn on to it, then that's all good too.
Right. Well, that's it. You hope you can turn people on to what you're doing, and that they are going to feel what you do. You know, whether it's a rock or country fan that just happens to be feeling what feeling your shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, man, didn't one of you, it was you or Lomaya, I can't remember who, but one of you guys told me that you two were going to be linking up, man, doing some kind of project. What was the deal with that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well we still are. I mean, because, you know, I've been knowing Lomaya for years. Man. I got about 20 years with that dude.
Oh, wow.
You know, so, yeah. So, you know, we've done songs together before, but, yeah, now it's sort of like how I'm doing with the Major League with TMC. I'm going to do something with, you know, me and Lomaya is going to team up on something on a project as well.
And I know you told me about it. What was the name of it, or did you want to divulge that right away?
Actually, the name was just, you know, we really didn't have like a serious name. We'll be coming up with different concepts. I mean, like actually, like maybe do some MF Doom type shit to where like we disguise our identities and come out and just talk some straight radical, crazy shit.
Oh wow, MF Doom. That's funny. You know of them, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I knew of him when he was KMD back in the day.
Oh, damn. Okay. No, there's a maybe I'm thinking of this other group. It was Insane Poetry did something, and I thought it was called MF Doom or Doom, something like that. It was some weird acronym. Oh, you know what it was? Yeah, it was It was Make My Fucking Day. That's what it was. So it's like MMFD, some shit like that. So, but that's no, man, because I remember you'd given me this whole thing. You had like characters involved and all kinds of other wild shit. I thought I remembered you guys talking about it.
Yeah, I think Lomaya, the last show Lomaya did with you, I think he divulged a little bit. I mean, because it's more like we planned on doing a parody of all these whack rappers. So I mean, if we got to go as far as just being like, and I really hate being feeding into a stereotype.
Right.
I kind of hate that, but I'll do it to prove a point.
Right.
So if I gotta be as dumb and come off as dumb as possible, but still bring it with the lyrics,
right,
to prove that point. Like the Lil Waynes and all those cats out there that I really don't listen to, and I don't, it's wild, man. Like I say, lyrics mean nothing.
Right.
These days.
No.
It's just all about some dumb image.
Well, and you guys, Lamaya's done a lot of that on his stuff. What was the song he did? Superman, or not Superman. What did it? King Kong That Ho, or something like that, where he was making fun of that.
Oh, Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. yeah. He did like bouncy track Incredible Hulk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny. It's funny because it's dumb.
Well,
I've heard a couple people out here speaking. It's like, oh man, I'm thinking to myself, oh, this Lomaya.
Like they actually thinking they love it, huh?
Yeah, but it's funny how they don't get what he's really. They take it for the face value of it.
Right.
Like they don't get the meaning that he's actually making fun of certain people.
Right. Like
I'm with that kind of shit.
They think it's hot, and they're like, "Oh, that's hot," and really, it's like, no, that's him making fun of your guy's shit.
Yeah, right.
Man.
I always had a thought to like, and I still might do it. Like, who knows what would become of a song like this? But I'm like, I mean, I was just gonna write the dumbest lyrics that I could think of. Just record the stupidest shit and put it out there. And if by chance it ever got big enough to where I could, let's say by chance I won a Grammy with it.
Oh wow!
That'll be the time that I get up there and accept the Grammy and tell the world that I purposely made this dumbass song because I knew you stupid motherfuckers would buy it.
Dude, I would love to see that, dude. You win a Grammy on some shit you were making fun of.
Yeah, and it could be career suicide, but then again, it might not.
It may not. It may boost you.
Yeah, but it's like at the point with my attitude now, where I don't have shit to lose. Like, hey, I would get up there and do that.
Right. Yeah, you don't have an image. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just do what you do.
Right.
So that's
my image. Yeah, my image is me. It's like, hey, I'm the type to say, I say what's on my mind.
Right.
And I've always been like that. I think I'll always be like that.
Man, that's like, the guys that did I'm on a Boat. Remember them?
Was Which one?
I'm on a boat, motherfucker, on a boat, or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
You know, people love that shit, man. They thought it was real, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you know, that's crazy. I mean, you know what? Yeah, hey, maybe they beat me to my concept. Who knows?
Maybe. Well, you got to just take it to the next level and make it even stupider.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I mean, you know, it's fucked up because like a part of me don't want to do that, but then you know, a part of me is like, you know, the practical joker side of me wants to.
You should make it just another character, dude. Don't even do it as Doc. You know, do it as some other guy like Jailhouse or some shit like that. And you know, I don't know. He raps about getting fucked in the ass in prison or something or whatever. You know. So
you know, that's kind of like that's in a way kind of like George Clinton did with the Sir Nose and all those characters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he didn't have to be George with a lot of those. You know, he could make up a character and put it out there. And plus, like his philosophy on that is like, hey, characters live forever. Like Bugs Bunny will live forever. Bugs Bunny don't have an age.
No.
You know, like the artist himself can have an age and like, you know, but you create a character, you can be that character forever.
Yep. You're always him, or that character will live, and you don't know who that is even. You know what I'm saying? Not like they have a face.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no doubt. It's like, you know, and you know, another thing, you know, something else I wanted to get across, you know, because I know a lot of people know this guy, you know, Kanye West.
Oh.
But I just want to say on the air that it was me who passed Kanye's demo to the producers that put him on back in the day.
No shit.
Yeah.
Tell that story, man. What happened there?
Okay, like, you know, well, you know, I grew up in the housing projects, but we later, like in my later teens, we moved to the burbs. So I finished up high school in the suburbs.
Okay.
But my younger brother, like Kanye lived like 3 blocks away from us.
When you moved to the suburbs?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, of course, him, you know, Kanye and my younger brother's like the same age. And they used to they went to school together, used to hang out together. Kanye was always kids, samplers and, you know, music shit in the crib, and he was making music as a high school kid, and you know he was known as, hey, the kid living in the house down there that's making beats for $50.
Did he have a different name?
No, he was just Kanye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just called him Kanye. So, like, you know, everybody that really wanted to rap would go, you know, they pay him to make a beat, and he had the microphone, he had a nice little setup. But you know, it was cool, like, with my brother and the other dudes his age went there. But, like, I went there once, and, like, his mom, like interrupted the session, like, so much that I, you know, like, she knew my face from the neighborhood. She knew I was older than Kanye. She knew I was on some wild shit, and Kanye was a mama's boy. So she, like, you know, it was a little troubling. Like, why is he in here?
Oh, so she didn't really want you there.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you know, she knew. I guess maybe she heard. I mean, because I was kind of a wild kid. You know, a wild, like, older teen. But you know, she was like, she just kept calling him upstairs, and like, you know, I'm hearing the conversation, like, oh, why is he here? Oh, you know, making a beat for him. Oh, well, you know, I don't feel comfortable. You know, so I just fucked around and left. But the thing is, like, you know, Kanye and my brother was doing the high school talent show. So my brother brought this beat tape home, the beats that they were on to rap to. So I heard it. It's like, hey man, that's wow. You know, you get that from down the street? Yeah, Kanye made it. So I had a studio session with the producer No ID and Doug Infinite. So I took the tape from my brother. Hey man, let me get the tape. I'll bring it back. So I took it to the session with me, and I let him hear it. So I didn't tell him who made it. I'm like playing it, and they like, oh man, it sound okay, man. Like kind of amateurish, but it sound pretty good. Like, who did this? Oh, one of my little brother's friends. Oh, for real? What's his name? Kanye, like what a little brown skin, dark skin dude, like yeah, 119th Street, yeah. Oh man, like no idea I'd already met him, and Kanye apparently was like on some pest shit.
Oh, so he was kind of
like,
he was kind of sucking the guy's dick the whole time, and dude wasn't really. He was trying to shake him a little bit, huh?
Yeah. He was an eager young kid, like No ID. Like Common had already came out. Common's first album was already out at that point.
Oh yeah.
So No ID did all that stuff. So yeah, like with Kanye, this high school kid meeting No ID, the dude who produced Common. Yeah, I mean, I guess of course he was gonna call him up and try to try to work his way in there as much as possible. But I guess he was doing a little too much, and No ID was like a little tired of that. So by the time he heard that, the thing is, he had never heard nothing Kanye made until I let him hear the tape. So, he liked it, but he was like, "Oh man, this dude again!" Like, "Oh wow." So I went into the whole speech of like, "Man, see, that's the problem." With Chicago, man, like none of the artists here, nobody want to stick together here in this city. That's why we don't really, we haven't really got that far, and this or that, and like I was like, man, see, you never know what this kid could turn into. You never know what this could become. Like, and he kind of like brushed me off, like, oh man, I don't want to hear, man, let's just get the session started. So I kind of left it alone. But I guess he thought about that beat, and maybe he thought about what I said. So he eventually took Kanye under his wing.
Wow.
And, got his foot in the door and so much and so forth. And now, what I'm saying, the dude is out here doing what he do.
What's funny about that, though, is he wasn't even rapping then, right? He was just doing beats.
He was mainly doing beats, but he did try to rap.
Oh, okay.
He was rapping back then.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was more known. He was mostly known for beats, but yeah, he did rap.
So that's kind of funny. So this guy finally took him under his wing, and the rest is history, huh?
Right.
Man.
Right, and it's even funny that I saw in 2005 when his first album came out, and the dude ran from me.
He ran from you?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I saw him at House of Blues. He spoke to me. He got off the elevator. He looked right in my face and spoke to me. So I was like, "Yeah, what's up, man? What's good, man? Hey, congratulations, dude. That's you doing your thing." And and this dude like put his hood on his head and actually trotted away.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. Okay, is that serious? Like, oh, all right.
Wow. So you have a little history with Kanye, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he, truthfully, he wasn't a friend of mine. He was my brother's friend, but
Right.
he knew me because I was the, I was the known MC. I was the known graffiti writer and all that in the area.
So,
like, if you mention anything in hip hop, my name should have been, my name would be the first, if not the second name to come up.
Wow.
So he knew who I was.
Damn. Well, since you were so tied into hip hop, I got to ask this question, dude. What ever happened to OCU?
Man, man, that's a good question, man. Like I knew when to do his Impact.
Yeah.
And I don't know where they are now. None of them.
Oh man, Impact, Sudden Impact, I think was his name, right?
Yeah, Sudden Impact.
That's right. And there was Homicide and I forget the other guy's name in the group.
I forgot. Actually,
Murder One.
Impact, Murder One, Homicide, Impact. I forgot the other. I forgot. I think it was one or two more.
MC Sudden Death.
But
Something like that.
Sudden Death.
Something.
No, Sudden Death wasn't part of their crew. Sudden Death was part of a different crew.
Oh, okay.
Sudden Death is still around.
Okay.
But yeah, like I knew Impact. Like he went to the same school with me for like 1 year.
That's funny.
But yeah, I knew him from school, and like but yeah, I haven't seen none of them dudes. Like I don't know, like, hey, Like, I mean, you know, Chicago's a big city. Maybe they still doing something under different names now or something, but I haven't seen them in like years.
Wow. That's funny. You know, there was a chick she actually was from Chicago, and I was asking her. Now, she said Impact actually goes by the name Packy Wacky. I don't know if that's true. but
oh, wow.
Well, though, I can see that, though. You know, everybody's coming up with funny little gay names now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have yet to hear that name.
Wow. Okay.
You know, I haven't heard. It's possible, but yeah, maybe it got past me.
You're pretty dialed in, man. I would trust you when it comes to, Chicago hip hop.
Word, man. I appreciate that, man. I mean, hey, I try to stay abreast of it,
Right. Well, that's funny, man. Your history with Kanye, and his mom was scared of you. That's the funniest part. That bad kid.
Yeah, the whole session, man. And like, I just took my $50 and went home.
Wow, so you never even paid for your beat?
Nah. I mean, because like, hey, why? When I'm sitting there and he going up, going back upstairs every 3 minutes. And I was doing him a favor, really. Like, not that I'm not saying like I'm all that, but
right.
Like, I had cats that I was getting beats from in other studios. So like he was a kid in the area doing it. So I'm like, okay, well, let me get one from him. So It was kind of like, it was kind of like a, hey, let me look out for this, look out for my brother's homie.
Right. Well, it's cool, man.
Yeah, because I didn't have to do that,
Oh, hell no, you didn't. Especially if you felt like you were already being played to the left, like they didn't want you there. And it's like, well, okay, fine, fuck you, but you felt the, like, man, I'm going to push this dude's music because obviously, and probably truth be told now, there was probably something about him that you were like, man, something special with this dude. I'm feeling, whatever.
He was, like, like, I mean, I like his production better than his rapping. Always have.
Yeah.
And, everything I heard he made, all the beats I ever heard he made, like, I dug him. Like, oh, man, this shit is dope. So when, that one beat, it was just so slamming, and my brother was playing it and writing his rapping for the talent show and practicing, I was like, man, look, hey, let me borrow that tape for a couple hours and I'll bring it back. But I just had to let somebody else hear it. I didn't know, I really didn't know what it would turn into. I wanted them to hear it, and maybe they'd been like, maybe they would have worked with him, but I didn't know it was going to turn out the way it did.
Man.
But I'm just, I'm a nice dude like that, man. I help people out if I can.
Right. Man, well, hey, and it's cool. Obviously, you can feel comfortable with the fact that you were real,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, like, what, it's, what could I, okay, I hear it for myself and that's it. No, I wanted to let other people hear it. Hey, check this out. I mean, this dude lived like 3 blocks from me, man. So, younger cat, and he got some hot shit,
Well, it's funny, too, because I've noticed Chicago's kind of tried to have a sound, but you guys are very diverse, man. There's a lot of different stuff coming out of Chicago. For a while they tried to do the, what's that, do or die type sound, or snipers, with the almost Bone Thug type sound. That was supposed to be the Chicago vibe, so to speak.
Well, you know what, like do or die, Crucial Conflict, Twister, that's all west side of Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, because you got different sides here. You got the west side, west side, north side, south, and sort of like east side. East side is still like, the east side is still like a part of the south side, but, so it's all considered south side really, but yeah, you got, so let's say you got 3 sides, like south, north, and west.
Right.
Like, like I said, so that sound, the Crucial, Twister, do or die, that's all west side of Chicago. That's their main sound. But they have other MCs that because Twister is actually a beast on the mic. When he don't do that, the twisting, type style that he's known for.
Right. Well, I remember when he was Twister. Remember? when he was
he was Tongue Twister.
Tongue Twister. That's his name. Yep.
Yeah, and his name before that, before he really blew up, his name was Cavalier.
That's right.
Like back in the back in the day, his name was Cavalier. Like I knew of him back then.
I'm trying to think. Somebody said that in one of their raps. I knew Twister when his name was Cavalier or something. I can't remember who that was either.
Oh wow! You know what? I kind of remember that line too, and I can't tell you who it was.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing that somewhere. Now it's gonna drive me nuts.
It might have, it might have been on one of the. Well, yeah, because you heard the 21st Century Hip Hop stuff.
Oh, it might have been one of them.
Yeah, it might have been on that because one of the dudes is on there. Aztec Dinero used to rap with Twister.
Oh, okay. It may have been then.
So that might have been him.
Because I do remember that name. That stuck out for me. But no, you guys got a pretty diverse sound, man, out there. It's not, you can't just pin it down, you know what I'm saying, and say, oh, that's, a Chicago cat. Somebody'd have to tell me they're from Chicago.
Right. Yeah, there's different influences here, man. Like you got like the north side of Chicago is a lot like New York. It's a lot closer to like a New York sound than maybe any other side of the city, where you have the west side is like I say, like the Twisted Crucial Conflict, Do or Die, and the south side is actually a mix of maybe all of those different ones together.
Kind of just molded together.
Yeah. The south side, some of the south side can go either way.
Right.
But it's mainly because Common from the south side, Kanye South Burbs. I'm a South Sider. Lomaya's from South Side.
Wow.
So we represent the majority of the sound from the South Side.
From that area. Well, you know what, man, Doc, you need to start learning how to be boring because we just ripped through that last hour. So real quick, man, I want to give it more music and all kinds of other stuff. But before we go with you, man, I want you, any info you want to give out or shouts out or what?
Oh man, yeah, shout out, man. My man Lomaya, 21st Century Hip Hop.
Absolutely.
TMC. Argyle Gardens. My boy DJ Buddy Finch. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give a special rest in peace to my two of my homies just passed away in the one last night and then one a couple days ago.
Oh fuck.
My man Big Rob. Yeah, man, like health related issues, my man Big Rob, passed away a couple days ago, and my man Heckle Fresh from the X-Men crew passed away last night. Just give a rest in peace to both of those dudes. Said they was golden cats.
Wow.
And yeah, man, and hey, hip hop till I drop, man.
Man, that's wow. That's pretty as far as close. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty fresh wound. Yeah. Last night, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. I got so many of my buddies, man. It's like not around no more. It's like, I look at it as, it's a way of life now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man, so where can people find your music, man? If they want to, they hear some stuff and they want to get a hold of you,
So, well, mainly, the SoundCloud, the SoundCloud page, Doc Mananoff, DOCMANANOFF, SoundCloud, or Doc Mananoff on YouTube. I mainly just, upload music and videos to those two formats right now, but I'm going to get into the Bandcamp and all that other shit real soon.
Well, you got your shit on iTunes, don't you?
Oh yeah. Say It Again is on iTunes.
Okay.
And I'm actually it's a couple if you just just type in Doc Mananoff in iTunes and because I did a couple songs with a couple other people, so everything I did will pop up under my name on iTunes.
Man, because that's definitely want people to go buy your music. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, no, most definitely.
Because we're gonna feed them some here pretty soon. We're gonna play Beggin'. We're gonna play Say It Again, and then we're gonna play Underground. So
that's what's up, man.
We're gonna hit them with 3 tracks. So man, I want to thank you for coming on and spending time with us.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Finally, how long?
Dude, this was like what 3 years in the works or some crazy shit.
Hey, my bad, man. I admit I've been bullshitting.
Dude,
But,
I've been bullshitting as bad as you have. I keep telling, yeah, man, I'm gonna have you on, and you drop the ball, dude. If you don't bug me enough, I will. That's just what happens, man. My mind goes in 6 million different directions,
Oh, that's what's up. But hey, right now was the perfect time, and I love to come back.
Right, we'd love for you to come back. So again, man, thanks again for coming on. And right now we're gonna jump into begging.
Now, the Papa Doc Ghetto Sex Session. Adults only, please. No one under the age of 18 allowed.
Time to put the kids to bed, baby. Yeah. I wanna bang some twat, that hot, tight, and wet shit. Either blonde, brunette shit, having no regret shit, working up a sweat shit. Stroking till I squirt in the crack. I crave candy with big titties and back. In other words, stack. Legs stick a kick in a wall. With lipstick to suck the air from a tennis ball. Powerful jaw. Could probably slurp a card through a straw. Bitch so ill, make you wanna tap it raw. But nah, Trojan Mag is the brand. The stock's a lot of man. Ladies need 2 hands gripping my sexual gland. No fairy tale land. I'm packing meat plus motion to boot. And all it takes is that you think that I'm cute. And it's on like a pot of neck bones in the kitchen. I grip them hips, bang it from the rear, leave them twitching. Have them snitching to their girls, how I ransack the culo. Flip that ass with carnal judo. I bully twice like Ludo. Who puts it on them, the unorthodox. I got these honeys jumping through hoops just for the cock. I warm your spot, first contact. I form the plot to keep it blunt and up front. So is it on or not? I love my Puerto Rican mommies, I love Philippines, I love sisters, thick from cornbread and collard greens. Like Genuine was saying, can I get in them jeans? If milk does a body good, I think you grew up with Deans. I mean, I rip them panties off that ass with my teeth. Shake that bubble in my grill, I'ma slap it with beef. On the feet, I hope they pretty, no callus or corns. I might even do toes if they nice and it's on. You all fly at the club, just fit like a glove. Cut that bullshit, bitch, and give a nigga some love. We need to get on back scratching, ass waxing, taxing, asking hoes who's bad like Michael Jackson. When it's time for some action, front against your back slapping, I go the whole 9. When it's time for pubic crashing, exotics and chocolates, you ain't getting past. White girls get some hellified hair, plus take it in the ass. I hit the spots with vagina on my mental, in search of a dime piece babe with the potential of winning. More cushion for the pushing competitions, to get her in the stable and put through every position is my mission. I bag the type of candy niggas with think of the track, Joe. Get them in the telly, put them on their knees and elbows. Doggy style deluxe, playing booties like a banjo. Not Ed or Dr. Dre, but you know who's the man, ho.
Offended by anything contained in this recording.
That's too damn bad. Get over it. My direction, class in session, peep the blessing with flavor like a delicatessen. Here's the confession, I'm slick with the spit game. I kick it and rip lanes, equipped with the wit, man. The ticket is this thing, I'm real with the wordplay. Got more than swag, eliminating bird brains. You never heard slang the way I'm about to drop it. Diverse topics, I'm hip hopping, I never stop it. AG, man, these niggas can't top it. And trust me, when I tell you half-ass whack cats disgust me. Get out of line and get snuffed, G. Roughly duct tape and scraped up scuff, that's what you must be in the mood for. Your favorite rapper's nightmares right here. Keep an eye on me like I don't fight fair. Best believe when I drop it, I got the best gab with the potential to rock it up like a meth lab. Too many whack cats rapping the same instead of skills. Yo, these niggas chasing fortune and fame. Time that they exit the game, prepare for my reign. Pretty soon I had the whole world screaming my name. I'm Doc Maddoff. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Critics haters wanna label me a failure. Mad they chicks be in love with my genitalia. And yep, I nailed her like carpenters with hammers. Because they niggas lack juice like bananas. I'm full of gamma like a Mad Blues banner. Slick with the grammar and I'll get with your glamour. I never stammer, boy, cause I'm an ill spitter. The ill spitter, bag of more dimes and crack dealer. Got big willers on the soup and bread lines. I'm plug fuck face through the city like the red line. I'm risking fed time being this dope. Whack chumps get the grand prize next in a row. Check it out, bitch boy. I dare you to start. I spit shit that'll tear you apart. Click thicker than the Midman March. Fuck around, get found stiffer than starch. I'm about to rip this shit off the charts. Too many whack cats rapping the same instead of skills. Yo, these niggas chasing fortune and fame. Time that they exit the game. Prepare for my reign. Pretty soon I had the whole world screaming my name. I'm Doc Madenoff. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Motherfuckers calling my phone. Stop it if the topic ain't on money or pussy, get microscopic. Was born to pop shit, I hit you like a drop brick. Hotties and magnums, I keep them on the dog's dick. And I don't play games lame, so when the beat start, niggas turn fruity with attitude. Sweet tarts, verbal street art, biters can't match it. Cash, I'm out to snatch it, so cold you wanna catch it, it's tragic. I kill it while you beat your brain. I drop raw dope shit like I eat cocaine. I'm saying, how much abuse can these speakers get? Cause I jam and take papers like the teacher's pad. See, y'all been rapping since your 20s, I've been down since a teen. Been around on the scene, underground and a king. With a sound that's obscene, I pound on your beam. Most of you niggas just clowns with a dream. Too many whack cats rapping the same instead of skills. Yo, these niggas chasing fortune and fame. Time that they exit the game, prepare for my reign. Pretty soon I had the whole world screaming my name. I'm Doc Madenoff. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Y'all know I do this shit. My niggas beneath the surface. All my niggas. Yep. No. Okay. Look. T.S.P. rap gangster and they all hate it. I'm Larry Hoover, Jeff Ford, reincarnated. Hat cop pulling up with the thickest mommy. Pockets got big faces like a midget body. Getting cash, weapon stashed. Store security, I'm trying to check a bag. No buddies, nigga. I ain't come to visit. This ain't soccer, motherfucker. I ain't come to kick it. Yeah, I'm Chi-Town made, 8 cheap raised. Gorillas out the cage. My hood's like a maze. Niggas bad grams, put you in a bad jam. Let the hammer blam blam, hit you like a grand slam. Shit you out of here, your frame in the dirt. Put your name on the wall, put your face on the shirt. Niggas hate, but it hurt, cause we up with whatever. I keep it 100 every day like African weather. I'm from the underneath the surface, but niggas keep it grimy on purpose. Man, I rep the man, my niggas rare. Keep that fake shit over there. It's real up in the thoroughbred, hard body, no bougie hoes allowed in the party. We do it all. But the real niggas love you. Reporting to you live from the gutter. In Chicago, ain't no role models to follow. I resort to 40 bottles to ease the pain and sorrow. Ain't no promise for tomorrow. Drama's hard to swallow. Everybody pockets hollow and poverty niggas follow. Almost every cat I know is on probation or down with the nation of a side street organization. We're part of God's creation, but black miseducation and segregation only adds flame to the situation. If they left it up to one time, every brother man that done crime would never get to see the sunshine. Maintaining this brain straining. Neighbors complaining about gang banging and cane slanging. They don't think twice about leaving brains hanging. I seen gang recruiters turn into losers. Shooters and tutors, niggas nodded off to started smoking Buddha. Behind the glamour glitter, my heart is bitter. Missing my deceased niggas. Rest in peace, streets and killers in the underneath the surface, but niggas keep it grimy on purpose. Man, I rep the man, my niggas rare. Keep that fake shit over there. It's real up in the thoroughbred, hard body, no bougie hoes allowed in the party. We do it all. But the real niggas love you. Reporting to you live from the gutter. Yeah, underneath the surface, but niggas keep it grimy on purpose. Man, I rep the
man. My niggas rare. Keep that fake shit over there.
Fill up in the thoroughbred, hard body, no bougie hoes allowed in the party. We do it all.
Where the real niggas love you. Reporting to you live from the gutter.
Oh, yes, bitches. Welcome back to the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me. That was Doc Maninoff. And, we kept him on a little longer because I think we brought him in a little later. So, I tried to give everybody their time. You know what I'm saying? So.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying, dog.
I think I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying, dog? You know what I'm saying, dog?
I heard y'all up in my Kool-Aid and shitses.
And shitses, dog. So I had Bloody Hemorrhoid Man driving me.
That's great. Bloody Hemorrhoid Man.
Now, you guys remember the story I told, I think it was like a month ago or so, about at ITN, I guess there was a...
And they thought it was a woman that bled or something like that?
Thought a woman was having her period and had bleed week all over the chairs in the fucking staff lounge.
And it was a man.
And it was actually a male driver that had bloody hemorrhoids. And you know what? And I know who this guy is now.
I mean, that's some damn bad bloody hemorrhoids that you're going to leak through.
Well, you got to be having problems, man, because...
sounds more than just hemorrhoids to me.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor or anything, but...
if you're bleeding that profusely, where you're all over... Well, the driver that drove me home Friday night, she was telling me that she got in one of the vans and looked at the seat and was all covered in blood.
Is that the one I know?
No.
Okay.
No. The one you know, though, did train him.
Oh, okay.
She did train, and she was, matter of fact, I remember who he is now. He was the one that was asking me all the questions about the radio show and just would not shut
the bleeding guy?
Yeah, that's Bloody Anus, yeah. He was.
So that's his name, Bloody Anus.
That's the name I'm giving him.
You don't know his real name? Or?
Well, I know his real name, but
that's what you've
I'm not going to say it on the air.
Bestowed upon this man, Bloody Anus.
He's Bloody Anus. I'm not going to say his real name on the air.
Well, no, but I didn't know if you actually knew his name or that's just...
Oh, yeah, I know his name. But, Humvee actually trained him. And
Humvee hasn't said nothing to me lately.
Really?
There for a while we were chatting, and now all of a sudden it's just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, she's probably just busy with her shit. We were texting tonight because I was talking about his ass.
Talking smack,
He was fucking stupid. Well, you know what happened is I called because he was late, so I called ITN, and I'm talking to,
Maybe he had to stop and get a tampon.
An ass pond? I'm calling up ITN, and the guy's like, oh, yeah, he said, your driver is, he said his name. He's like, I just got off the phone with him. She should be there any time now. And I'm like, all right, cool, thanks, man. Just as I hang up the phone, it says, new voicemail. I'm like, son of a bitch. He must have called in while I was calling. So he left me a message, and it got cut off, actually. So I was like, okay, he must be on his way. So then the guy from ITN calls again. He goes, hey, man, your driver's down there. I'm like, oh, he is? I was like, I didn't get his full message. So I walked down, and, of course, he's not parked in the place where he's supposed to be. So he's like, well, I'll have him hit his backup signal for you. I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking he's coming over to me, Hell no, he's just sitting there running the fucking backup signal. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to have to walk down to where the fuck he's parked, and find his ass and be like, hey, man, I'm way over here. So I walk up to him, and he's like, well, I thought you said building B that you're supposed to be. And I said, no, it's between the two buildings. It's a walkway. So he's like, oh, well, okay, what is this place? And I'm like, it's an office complex. It did say, so-and-so office complex outside, on the sign when you drove in. And so I get on board, and you remember, I don't know if you remember Suzanne. She was at the karaoke bar that night. She was there with her boyfriend.
Suzanne.
Yeah, she was an older lady.
Okay, yes, I do remember her now.
Yeah.
You're talking about when we did down at Champagne's.
Yep, at one of many champagne nights.
And that's there was the other girl. There was a
black
lady.
Girl. It was
the guy, and then the other one.
Right, there was an older lady, older white lady, and that's her. So I know her because she works with one of the other organizations, and she's also blind, so she takes ITN. So we're talking, and everything, and he, of course, had to put the front seat down, I guess, because it was up. So he puts it down, and so then he closes the van, and he gets in, and then he insists on following the fucking GPS. We're trying to tell him how to get here. Both of us are doing that, and he's not listening. You know, he's like one of these older guys that just doesn't want to fucking listen. And
older guy that doesn't want to listen. They very rarely exist. You know this, right?
Oh yeah, I know. That's a rare breed, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's yeah, it is.
Yeah, this guy would not fucking listen to shit, and he insisted on going the long way. He's like, "Well, the GPS says," and we're like, "Fuck the GPS. Listen to what we say. We know how to get there. I go there every night." So then he says to me,
"But you're blind."
I know.
How could you know?
We're both blind. We are both blind.
How would you know how to get there? He can see, and his GPS is telling him.
Yeah, and it's telling him where to go.
He's more blind than you are at that point.
He was, because we're both going, this is actually taking you away from where we're trying to go. And he goes, well, that's where the GPS is taking me. And I'm like, so he did find it, but he wasted a fuckload of time. I mean, he could have gotten here much quicker if he would have just followed our lead.
How much longer of a time drive do you think you had because of that?
I would say about 5 to 10 minutes.
Wow.
Because what he did is he went all the way down to Las Vegas Boulevard, then took Mandalay Bay Drive. You know what I'm saying?
The hell did he do that for?
Well, we were trying to figure that out, too. And we keep telling him. Then, you know, we get in the complex. That was funny, too, because we pulled up in here, and he said an address, and he goes, this only goes up to 63. And I'm like, well, dude, your magical GPS got you here.
Figure it out from there.
Yeah. So then he's looking for the suite, and, of course, he's not listening to me. I'm like, it's C. And he's like, is it A? I'm like, no, motherfucker, it's C. You know, I'm like getting kind of annoyed with his ass. So anyway,
you annoyed? I don't ever see that happening. I mean, he must be a special person.
That's another rare thing that happens.
Yeah,
with me getting annoyed.
That's as bad as the men not listening.
Yeah, exactly. So this guy would not fucking. You know, when you talk about the stereotype of men not taking directions,
right?
I mean, he's definitely. I think that's older men though. I don't think younger men have that fucking problem.
Younger men don't drive nowadays.
No,
I don't know. Younger men, you know, they don't give a shit about that. The only thing they're looking for is pussy.
Yeah, well, they're not tripping off. Oh,
no.
I'm going to look bad if I ask for directions. Well, you know, especially from two blinkies. You know, we're trying to give him directions, and, you know, he's just.
I will not listen to the blind people.
I'm not listening. You don't know where you're going.
You're obviously blind. How can you see to give any fucking directions, you blind, batted motherfucker?
I'm sighted, okay? You have to listen to me, and I know where. Oh, but that was the other.
Talk like that, too?
He had that New York accent. Yeah, he talked like this, you know? And he said to me at one point, he goes, so where was that I just picked you up from? Do you live there? And I said, yeah, man, I live under the stairs.
You told me you lived under the stairs?
I had to be sarcastic. I was like, yeah, dude, it's an office complex, but I live under the stairs. And he goes, no, seriously. And I said, well, I work there. That's my other job. He's like, well, then where am I taking you now? Is that home? And I'm like, no, you're taking me to fucking my other job, you know? And so I'm trying to, you know, because I put this down as a job, obviously, because I got to be here at a certain time, you know, so I can start my show. But, he reminded me of one of those dumb, you know, the cartoon characters. Gee, boss, what should we do, eh?
The dumb idiots.
Yeah, you know, hey, boss, what do you think we should do with the guy, eh?
You always got to put the tink in there, huh?
Tink, yeah, what do you think, eh? So... Anyway, yeah, and I've kind of deduced, I think I've figured out his rectal bleeding problem. It's not bloody hemorrhoids. His head's so far up his ass, it's squeezing blood out of his ears and it's pouring out of his ass. That's what's going on.
And this is what you think of on your time out of work.
Hey, this
Try to figure out why he's bleeding.
Hey, well, you know, I thought it was a very brilliant deduction, you know? I mean, I could be Dr. House. You know, I figured out some shit.
And you should be. You know, you should start your own series.
Well, shit, I'm rude, like Dr. House.
Yes, you are. You should go, you know, maybe you call it Blinky MD.
Yeah, there we go. Or, no, man. That's putting too much on the blindness thing again. You know?
Come on, Blinky MD.
I'm Maxwell MD, man.
Yeah, but that just sounds too good. You're Blinky MD.
Of course. Got to lump you. Of course, got to put you by your disability, right?
Well, of course. Who's going to watch? Who doesn't want to watch a blind surgeon?
Oh, man. Actually, you know, I'm surprised. Remember they had that show on years ago, Blind Justice?
Yeah.
It was a blind guy who was supposed to be a cop, and everybody said, oh, that's not believable, and we need to fucking pull this. They pulled it off the air. I think it only ran like one season or something, or a couple episodes.
Well, I mean, come on. How can you be blind and do something in life?
I know. I mean, the fact that there's something that's glorifying blind people or making blind people look good, fuck that. You know, we got to stay in our lane, don't we?
You guys didn't even see the fucking lane you're in now, so what's that matter?
Yeah, well, exactly. God, you know there's probably some dumb sighty out there going,
That's funny.
He's telling him.
He's telling that blind guy.
And it's like, no, actually, you're making fun of it.
making fun of it.
So, but, yeah, so that was my adventure with Bloody Anus today.
Wow, how long did you, I mean, this came to your head right away, the Bloody Anus man?
Yeah, just as he was being stupid, you know, because right away when they said his name, I was like, oh, that motherfucker? You know, because they already told me, you know. Matter of fact, like I said, on Friday night, the driver that drove me home, we were talking about him. Because she said she got in the van, there was blood all over the seat, and she was like, I'm not taking that fucking van.
He's still bleeding?
Yeah, apparently he wears a diaper.
And he's bleeding through a fucking diaper?
I guess so.
Son of a bitch.
I guess so, man. He's just, whatever the fuck he's got going on there. Imagine that.
Huh. If you're bleeding through a fucking diaper, it's doctor time.
I would, yeah, you probably should be.
You probably should be laying in a hospital.
Oh, I'll be okay. I'll drive around with my blood.
I mean, I'm sure for girls, well, maybe not so much, but because I'm not really a period expert here.
Well, but a man bleeding out of your ass.
But a man bleeding out of your ass with that much that it's dripping through your fucking diaper, yeah, I would say go be seen.
Yeah, because somebody, I mean, I've heard several complaints now.
Your anus has probably exploded behind you without you knowing it.
Probably so. I'm bleeding from my asshole and I'm walking around being all biohazardous.
I'm surprised that's not you by now.
Give it time.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm waiting for.
Although I would go see a doctor if some shit like that was. I'm not that fucking stupid.
No, if your anus blew up and you was
Jesus.
bleeding through a diaper, you would first of all pass out 4 times before you even got to call the doctor because you would think you were dying.
Oh, yeah.
You're a hypochondriac, so that would instantly...
Oh, yeah, I'd freak the fuck out.
You would freak the fuck out.
Like, I'm bleeding out of my ass? Oh, shit.
And I haven't even been to Red Lobster for a long time.
I knew you had to throw that in there somewhere.
It's like Gary did.
Yeah, like your date that went to the award ceremony with you.
See, the funny thing is I didn't actually go with this man. Can you say that?
Well, I went to lunch with them, so what? He didn't fuck me in the ass.
So he's still continuously, how long has he been bleeding like this?
Well, let's see.
I mean, not that you know the full amount of time, but obviously it's been quite a while.
When I first heard the story, it had been a month or 2, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been some extended period of time. This isn't like a day or 2, you know. This is like you're bleeding out your ass constantly. So, but that was the first thing I thought of was, oh, this is the motherfucker. But, man, and I guess they just keep anybody on from what I'm understanding. Because I've been hearing some stuff about new drivers and some of the older drivers like, there's no reason that motherfucker should still be here. So, but hey, whatever. What the fuck ever. And oh, here's another fucking irk of mine is, again, tweaking marketers.
Yeah, I saw your post.
Telemarketers. Now, here's the thing, though. This is what baffles the fuck out of me. I've been having this same company calling me for, 4 or 5 years now.
Then what you need to do is everybody that calls you, as soon as you answer it, instead of saying, hello, this is Maxwell or anything like that, you need to say, put me on the do not call list instantly.
Here's how it works. Well, this is what's crazy, is it's a recording. So it'll say, hi, this is Ann from Account Services. You know, we want to lower your interest rates and blah, blah, blah. You know, they give you this whole speech.
Right.
So it'll say, press 1 to speak to a customer service rep. So I'll do that, and the person will answer, and I'll say, hi, the first time I was nice. You know, I said, hi, can you take me off your list, please? Before I could even get those words out of my mouth, they hung up on me.
So we don't say the word take.
Okay.
Say off the list.
Oh, God. I mean, how? There was one time where
maybe everybody says take, and then when they hear that, they hang up so they can say, well, I don't know.
Well, that's it. But why? Well, the point is, why would you keep somebody on your list that's not going to be a good lead?
Because they probably sell them to other people and make money from it. And if they have to take you off the list, they don't get cash from that.
Oh, okay. So they make money from
selling your leads.
Names. Okay, well, that makes sense. I mean, I don't agree with it, but obviously,
I don't know if that's what they're doing. I'm guessing. I'm surmising that's probably what they would do.
Because it's just funny to me that, I'm still Like, do they think that after a period of time of continuously calling me that I'm going to finally cave and go, all right, I'll buy this service that you're selling?
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I mean, I don't know who came up with that.
You don't want to buy it?
Fuck no. I don't want to use that shit. That's that one company. Remember where I had that dumb Dooncoon motherfucker, when I was fucking with him, and I was like, no, I want you to raise my interest rate.
Oh, that's the one?
Yeah, the one. And he was like, no, sir, we are going to lower your interest rate. And I was like, no. I want you to raise it because I'm not interested in what the fuck you're selling. And he was like, sir, we are going to lower your rate. And I was like, okay, you're a fucking idiot. And he was like, you're a fucking idiot too. And then he hangs up on me. Then he calls me back from the actual number where they're working out of.
Right.
Him and his Dooncoon colon cramming companions are calling me back.
Colon cramming companions.
Oh, yeah. He's like, oh,
Gotta love those guys.
Fuck me in my unwashed asshole. Oh, yes.
So, wait a minute. So this is the same company that called you from that time when you're telling them to raise your interest rates.
That was 2000.
Okay, then what you need to do is actually entice them into some conversation.
Okay.
And then take me off the list real fast.
So I have to play with them a little bit.
Play with them a little bit. Let them think they're lulling you into to believing this bullshit, and then throw it at them real fast.
Okay, so I have to be like, okay, and how does this work? And like I'm genuinely interested.
Like you're interested, so they're thinking they got you on the hook, so they don't hang up right away, and then whip it at them.
Yeah. I guess
when they're not expecting it.
I guess is what you got to do. God damn.
That's what you got to do to get a woman nowadays. Whip it at them when you're not expecting it.
Yeah, I guess so. Give them telemarketing rape.
Yeah.
I'm getting another one now too. It's something. It's those life pennants or whatever, lifeline pennants or some shit.
Well, you're getting older. You need one.
And they're selling.
You
me
should
those?
probably have one around your neck. Well, the fact that you're blind, I can't believe you didn't have one to begin with.
Actually, it's funny. Somebody did suggest that one.
Because you could just, you could be banging into a wall and not know where you're at and just push the button. I'm hitting the wall and I can't stop.
I got tape on my walls, remember?
Yeah, but you could be running directly into the wall. Instead of falling, you can't get up. You run into the wall and you can't stop.
Can't stop. So I keep hitting the same fucking wall.
Yeah, so you got to push the button.
Actually, somebody did. This was another older person, and he was like, "Hey, yeah, I can get a hold of these lifeline pennants, and don't you want one in case you fall?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm not 80 like you. I'm a lot younger. I'm not gonna have that problem." So it's kind of funny
that you know of
how blindness comes with either childishness or convalescence. Old,
because you are now creeping into that 40 area.
Yeah.
Things start to break down, fall apart.
And you know this from personal experience.
Yeah, I'm 40, almost going to be 47. Yes, I do know from personal experience. It does happen.
But you don't have enough falling and I can't get up. You're not
No, I'm not an invalid.
Yeah, you're not, one of those people.
No,
so.
But at the same time, I mean, yeah, you start to get that kind of like, maybe I could just get one though, because when you get sick, you push the button. I'm in my bed and I need soup.
Bring me some chicken noodle soup,
please. Because I'm feeling like shit today.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I don't feel like I've got a cold. I don't feel like I've got a flu. I just feel like I've overextended myself.
You just feel shitty.
Yeah, I just feel like I've done more than a man my age with problems I may possibly have should be pulling off.
Right. Well, man, that's
it happens.
But the hell was I gonna say? Yeah, so I get the lifeline calls and I get the fucking credit adjust your interest rate calls, So now they're starting to hit me pretty good. I'm sure there's some asshole out there selling my information.
No, I'm sure. That's how they probably got it.
Yeah,
bought it.
Oh, you're really.
They probably just buy yours. Yours probably is like a hot commodity because they just like to piss you the fuck off.
Yeah, they're like, this motherfucker, he's fun.
Yeah, he's fun. He's a crankety old fuck.
Actually, usually when I get that recording, I just kind of hang up. That's what I've been doing. I haven't really fought with anybody because I don't see a point in it. It's like, okay, well, what? I'm going to get on there. They're going to hang up on me as soon as I get nasty with them. So what's the point? And then I'll stay on their list. And
told you, try my trick. See if it works for you.
I'm going to now.
All nicey nice, act like you're playing along, and then bam, nail them.
Be like, yeah, okay.
And then laugh. Got you, fucks.
Yeah, I nailed your asses. Yeah, because everything else I
tried.
No
tag backs.
Everything else I did kind of didn't work, I told them, take me off. There was one time where she was like, can I have your name, please? And I was like, my name is, take me off your fucking list. And then she kind of stopped and she kind of laughed and she goes, you're funny. And I'm like, oh, yeah? And then all of a sudden I hear her talking to somebody in the back. She's like, he says, take me off your fucking list is his name. And so then the guy gets on the phone, the supervisor is like, sir, why are you using profanity towards my reps? And
See, that's it. You can't use profanity because then you give them a loophole.
Right, like, oh, he was being rude. And
Yeah, you
mean.
give them a loophole. You got to say it just like that. Take me off the list.
Yeah, take me off your list, please.
Yep.
So, God, it's a whole fucking game with these assholes. You know, they just can't be, you know, I'm amazed. Well, okay, I know why it's still a lucrative career. Because old people, dumb,
are still alive.
Fucking old people, yes. And this is why they should be euthanized if they're that fucking stupid.
Wow.
Like
And
here.
how old would you say euthanized would be?
Well, it depends. It's relative. I mean, some people get really grouped at fucking 60, where some people don't get grouped until 90. And that's grammatically stupid, by the way.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it just really depends on when your groupidity starts to occur.
So what if it was your mom or dad that started to get grouped?
You know what?
Should they be put down?
Yes, I think they should.
Oh, wow.
You know what? I'll
You're
tell
a
you,
good kid.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what brought me to that thinking was watching my grandma get sick. You know what I'm saying? And when she was, you know, pretty much out of it and didn't know one thing one moment.
You
to the
felt
next.
bad for her, or
Oh God, yes.
or she just bugged you?
No, I was like, God, that's horrible. How do you live like that? You know, like
You don't for very long.
I wouldn't want to live like that. You know, if I got grouped, I would want them to put me down.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Honestly.
Honestly, I'm telling you the 3 million because I don't want to be where I don't know where I am and what's going on, and you know.
Well, then you've had that since day one.
I have.
Yes.
Okay.
You've been blind since day one and never knew where the hell you were.
Go for the gag. I knew that was coming. We'll be right back, bitches.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that, and guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. Not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice. 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a GAC, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance. Available for digital download only. Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fix at your front. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts if you
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on J&J.FM.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh, yes, bitches.
Shit.
That jerks
me.
Yeah. You know, we only got a couple minutes, and
Matter of fact, yes, you were right. Only a couple of minutes.
we only have a couple
About
minutes.
5 minutes left.
So let's see, what can we get into in 5 fucking minutes, huh?
Let's see. We can talk about relationships, but they blow. We can
Yes.
talk about
Politics, but that blows.
but that blows. We could talk about. Let's talk about Christmas coming up.
Okay, Christmas coming up.
That blows too.
Yeah.
Everybody's fucking broke anymore.
Yeah, who the fuck's even thinking about it? It's funny too because people will say, "Well, have you got your Christmas shopping done yet?" And I'm like, I haven't even started.
Shouldn't you first ask me? Have you got the money to do Christmas shopping yet?
Right. Yeah, everybody's
fucking broke.
It's like, who's really thinking about that shit? Well, there's still idiots that run out and you know what though? I think if you don't have kids, Christmas really isn't shit.
Well, no. I mean, unless you have a loved one and you guys get into that sort of thing, you know.
Don't have that either.
I mean,
so
if I don't have one of those either,
Christmas
so
isn't shit.
Yeah, I got two boys to take, you know,
So
and,
for you,
and some boys back in PA to send some stuff. But other than that, I mean, it's not, you know, for me personally. I mean, besides the joy of my children begging for Pokemon games, you know, it's nothing to me. I don't have nobody personal to.
Right.
You know, to enjoy that time with.
I mean, I got family, but it's not the same. I'm the
well, that's it. And I'm so sick of people saying that. I'm going to drop this fucking stereotype right here, right the fuck now. Stop telling me just because I've got children that I should be totally fulfilled inside and not need a mate.
Wow, do people actually
or someone to love or be with? Yeah, people say that shit. Just like,
wow, that's dumb.
Which it's a totally different fucking road. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and lay in bed at night with my children and hold on to them or have them hold. You know, it's a totally different fucking feeling here, people.
That's you know what? That's some dumb. Like it's almost like people's idea of, ooh, when you got children, you've plateaued and you've reached.
You
the
don't
top
need anybody the rest of your life if you ever divorce or if you don't have. From there on out, your children should fill everything. No, it doesn't work like that.
No.
There's a totally different sort of love you're going to have for your fucking children that you do for your wife, spouse, fucking girlfriend, what the fuck ever, boyfriend.
Right, that's weird.
Totally different.
That's strange. That's like saying, well, if you have a pet, you don't need a fucking girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you can come on your pet.
I got a cockatoo. I can pet my cockatoo and squirt on its head.
Yeah.
It shakes its feathers. What the fuck?
That's what I can do. Yeah. That's
yeah, to me, it's just kind of an asinine thing to say to somebody.
Yeah, so wow, people have actually said that though, huh?
Yeah, people said that to me. You should be happy and satisfied. You've got 2 children. Well, I love my children. You're right. That part of it I do, but it's totally separate from what it be with a relationship with a fucking woman.
That's the other thing too. Who the fuck are people to tell you what you should feel? You know,
yeah, that's fucked up.
You should be happy. You know what? Fuck you. Maybe I'm not.
Yeah,
you know?
I've been told to curtail my my Facebook postings.
Good Lord. Everybody's
since I'm becoming celebrity type now, that I need to kind of watch what I say and do.
Celebrity type, huh?
Yeah.
That's I don't know about that shit, man.
Well, I mean, to an extent, I can understand some of that. I mean, because, you know, it does look kind of strange if I'm going all over the place and everybody was like, what's going on in your life? Hey, I found somebody I liked. That was it. That's all.
I mean, if you're not saying stuff like, I mean, I saw some drama queen shit today on Facebook. I don't know. I think I just need to go find a place to hide for a while. You know, that's drama queen.
Did you read any of my postings?
But your postings, yeah, I've seen a few of them.
They weren't that bad.
About love. And
yeah.
I thought they're kind of positive, actually, which is kind
That's
of funny.
what I thought. But I didn't see any negativity in them at all.
No, there's nothing negative in those at all. Which is kind of strange for them to start picking. Maybe because they know you personally.
Maybe
because they know what's really going on with you and how you're really feeling.
Right.
But then again, they're projecting that shit on everybody else. Like, okay, not everybody knows me like you do.
Right.
So you might know what's going on in my life, but
everybody else.
A million other people on my Facebook.
As a matter of fact,
no fucking clue.
The weird thing about the whole thing is from putting those up for a certain set person. I actually got 4 or 5 girls that want me to be with them now.
Oh, well, hey, at least you got people interested in you.
Yeah, that is true, but that's not the one I wanted.
Yeah,
I know. It's kind of like, you know, it's like going. Did you ever go to the amusement park or whatever, or one of those places where you have all these ducks that are flown by, and you got to put this little magnet in and catch the one that has the right number to get the special prize?
I think so.
I'm catching all the other fucking ducks. I'm not getting the one I wanted.
Isn't that like the fishing game that you play? Where
exactly
you catch
right.
those fucking little things.
Yeah. You know, I'm getting all the other prizes, and I'm not really interested. I want the little teddy bear one there, the cute one.
Right, the thing that works for you.
Yeah.
I understand. Trust me. You're talking to the guy who mostly gets the chicks that are interested in me.
Right.
I'm not into, and you know, vice versa.
And I understand why that person is not, I totally understand
But
at all.
again, it's the luck of the butt fuck. It's
Yeah.
like, why does it have to be that person that I like?
I mean,
you
it
know?
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't make me feel good inside that that's the person that I am attracted to.
No.
I mean,
But you can't control who you're attracted to.
Well, right. I mean, it does make me feel good, but it doesn't make me feel good because of the circumstance. Because of, I don't truly want to know if she really wanted me or not. I don't know that fact.
Right.
But the fact is that happens to be the one that I became attracted to.
Right.
And it's been a long time coming because for the longest time I was not. At least I didn't think I was.
It's kind of funny, too, because people say, well, I think you're attracted to the wrong women. Well, you can't really control who the fuck you become attracted to.
Because when that person first came around, I was like, wow, she's cute, she's hot, but there was no... there was an attraction, but there wasn't an attraction. You know what I mean? It wasn't kind of like... But until I got to know her and start to see how she was and look at her from a different point of view and kind of look on the inside of her a little bit and see what type of person she was, then I started being like, oh, damn it, why'd I do that?
Well, that's real attraction, though.
That is true. That is true attraction.
Most of the time, people that you're attracted to, are people but you don't really think of them starting out like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of, it sort of grows.
Grows on you, yeah.
You're just like, whoa, wait a minute, hold the fuck up. Now
I didn't realize I had feelings
person.
for this person.
Yeah, it's kind of...
I thought we were friends. I thought we were this. I had them kind of feelings, but I didn't know I had this kind.
Right. Like all of a sudden it just starts and you're like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Why am I thinking about them all the
And
time?
then I can't stop fucking thinking about it now.
Well, now it's full swing.
Yeah, my head's like, and I'm like, okay, think of something else, and then I will for a while, and then I'll come back around and see a picture, or I'll see something, I'm like, oh, god damn it.
Oh, yeah. Don't
But
you
hey,
love it?
such is life, right?
Crazy little thing called love, man.
As a matter of fact, I listened to that song the other day,
did
and I
you?
flipped right by it because I don't want to think of her.
Oh. Or that reminds you of her?
No, I was just making a joke there.
Oh, okay. Well, it is kind of that shit, though.
Yeah, it's one of those things in life. Hey, just because you want something doesn't mean you deserve it or should have it or you will have it.
Well, you think, though, it's like, there's not very many stand-up guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, stand-up guys. I may talk a lot of shit about you and fuck with you and shit, but when it comes down to it, you are a stand-up guy.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So, you're not going to go out and fucking cheat on a chick if you're with her.
No.
You're not going to beat her up. You're not going to fucking do shitty things. So it's like, okay, here's a good guy, and you shit on him, And I feel the same way about myself. It's like, damn, I'm a good guy. Well, it's kind of like Rin was talking to me last night about, one of my exes. And we were just kind of laughing because it looks like she's headed for a giant fucking train wreck.
Wow.
And I'm sorry, not that I want to be with her. Or I wish I could still be, I don't care about that anymore.
You're waiting to see the wreck.
I'm just going to enjoy the wreck, yeah.
Hey, do you realize something?
What?
We started out with Christmas stuff.
Hey, we got into wrecks.
we got back into relationships anyhow.
Yeah, it happens. Anyway, bitches, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm GJ gonna fuck you in the ass later on, Jerkman.
And that's the story there, bitches. See ya.
It's the shit that irks me.